welcome to Best Side Cycling. After a long MTR ride, we're here at Taiwan, basically the east terminus of the island line, and we are gonna head towards some really nice beaches and things for the very first time at Shek. So we're starting out here. We're gonna have some hills and some quiet roads to go through, and then hopefully I should be alright. But let's go and let's get the bike set up and let's start getting ready to ride. So our first goal is to get out of this bustling city area and head towards the climb. So you're gonna take this road up, and it's a really steep climb all the way till we get to the mountain road. So there's definitely not gonna be much of a reprieve this ride. I know that a big steep segment is sort of upcoming, so my Garmin's already warning me here. So we'll just have to go for it. All right, we made it to the actual steep part, but that felt really bad already. So I might be in some real pain. 0.6 miles, 9% gradient. No, usually nothing too crazy on my road bike gearing, but this is something else. Check out that view. Nice. Finish the climb. Turning here onto Shek Road now, we have about 3 miles of just slightly downhill, sort of windy, almost coastal roads, I would call it. You can see the motorcycles there, and definitely there were a lot of them taking advantage of this relatively quiet in terms of traffic road. Nonetheless, I'm having a really great time enjoying a flat road to finally rest on. And yeah, today is a really nice day for riding. It's probably like 18 degrees, something like that. And you can already see some of these views to the right, including some of the Taitam Dam over there. It's probably hard to see on the GoPro, but it's gorgeous out here. But we gotta watch our cars here, as buses definitely not gonna give me much room like that. That's probably gonna be what I'm gonna have to get used to. Check out this view. It's really nice. After a while, we make it to this crossroads. We're going to make our detour to the Cape d'Aiguilleur, and that's going to bring along some really nice sights. So we'll turn out here and then see what awaits us. And what I'm pointing to back there is the village of Shek, where there's a really famous beach, I think a golf club, and other things that we'll definitely go check out. But first, let's go head south towards the Cape to get some views. So yeah, this is a much quieter road, as what we end up being led on is sort of like a mix of a trail sort of road type of thing, because there's a sign saying that there's no vehicles allowed except for taxis, and it is pretty narrow. Probably just fits about one car, as you'll find in a lot of places around Hong Kong. And there was a lot of people just hiking around, so it's pretty cool. It's a lot nicer that the fact that I'm on a bike, I can go through this a lot quicker, as yeah, every time you look to the right and there's a little bit of opening in the trees, there was definitely a awesome island view just waiting for you. So, and then there was no traffic stress at all while riding this part compared to what we were just doing earlier. And then when you get to the end, it ends up being a descent and the views really open up. So it's hard to show on camera because I just had a GoPro on the whole time, but yeah, you can see here there's a wide expanse out to the right. And if you've been enjoying this video so far, please roll that like button and subscribe, because as a follow-up to this video, I also have one of me riding the whole island with Paul, someone local, taking me around, and he shows me a ton of the awesome sights. But yeah, we got here to the Cape radio station, and I wasn't really quite sure where I was supposed to go here, so I just went around to explore a bit. So there's no cycling here, but I just gotta walk around and see if we can find any really interesting sights here. All right, so we see some warthogs over there. Oh, I don't want to get near that. I don't want to get near that. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's like a couple of warthogs right there. Alright, so I presume there's some views beyond here, but that area right now seems to be guarded by some sort of wild hogs that I have no idea how they act around people. So I'm gonna take it easy for now, maybe head back up. So after that adrenaline rush, we head back up and then back to where we were and down the road so we can get to the actual Shek village. And yeah, this whole east part of the Hong Kong island is super scenic and coastal. It's just the roads are really narrow at times. So this part is really quite nice though, as basically I am just completely spinning out. So I'm just enjoying this nice little roll down here as we reached another roundabout and decided to detour towards Big Wave Bay. We get to this parking lot thing and it's very interesting because there's no real road from here, but then I go down and then it's another sort of trail looking type of path, and you just go along there and you then soon make it into the actual sort of area of Big Wave Bay. Keep in mind, I really have not ever explored this area, even though I've been to Hong Kong many times. And I think that's the beautiful thing about just cycling to explore cities. Even though I would say Hong Kong definitely wouldn't be the most friendly to cyclists, getting to places like these definitely wouldn't have happened to me except on bicycle. So over these past 2 trips, I definitely have a much better view of Hong Kong, and really thankful to the Brompton that I've been able to just get a better hold of my roots. But yeah, we're here in this little city village thing and there is a ton of people just walking around and enjoying this beach, so let's check it out. Alright, so we managed to make it here to Big Wave Bay Beach, and there's a ton of people out there surfing right now. Yeah, a ton of people here on the island are really into the water sports. You can see some people holding some surfboards, and here I am with my Brompton. It was really random to get here, but it's pretty nice little area, and it's around 4 p.m. now, so I probably want to go head over to Shek, where there's probably the most amenities and stuff to check out before it gets dark. So heading back again now, we're approaching into Shek, and you see this nice really golf course on the left. This is the only golf course I've ever seen in Hong Kong. There may be other ones, but yeah, I'm really surprised. And also coming up here is a bus terminus, and this one has some, I think, historical significance because this has been here way longer than I have existed, and is really neat seeing this cool little village town now as we are going to go towards the beach area. Today is sort of an off day, so there's not many people as it's pretty cold Hong Kong wise, but it's a nice big open area with a ton of sand and everything else. You clearly can tell I don't go to the beach, but I found these 2 little mascots as well enjoying their time here as everyone's just out by the waves. And then the last thing we're gonna do is explore the east point views of Shek, and you ride through these really narrow roads, but with all the houses being surprisingly super colorful. It's a really nice little ride here, way different than the metro areas of Hong Kong. This is just like a complete almost beach town sort of feel. So after a bit more riding, we're gonna get there, and let's see what the views are like. We made it to another side of Shek, where behind me there is the famous Lovers Bridge, as well as the rock piles over there, exactly as described. So pretty nice trip. I haven't ridden all too many miles, about 11 of them. It's gonna be a big climb getting out of here, but pretty well worth it. And yeah, traffic wise I was pretty pleased that it was pretty reasonable, and that was probably the best part. So yeah, great time with this. Still wish I had more gears, but that's just how it goes. So let me know how you enjoyed that video in the comments. Definitely more videos coming now that I'm back here in Seattle, and I'll see you all in the next one.